All righty, man. Next up, we have Alabama State versus Prairie View A&M. This was definitely one of the games that I was watching as well, man. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. Cameron Peters lost in this game. You had way too many turnovers. Mind you, Prairie View was moving the ball the entire game on his defense. Moved the ball the entire game, and I think Andrew Body ended up being out. But yeah, Cameron Peters lost in this game. Way too many turnovers. By you. Way too many turnovers, dog. And yeah, this he gotta get the blame for this. The running game was man.
As the Panthers have the purple jerseys with the white pants, and they started off with a run, and they go inside to Bingman, and Bingman picks up nice yardage on first down.
He runs hard.
They go quickly with the snap, give it back to Chase, cuts inside. He's going to have a first down for the Panthers. So right away, one of the keys to the game, over 1,006 yards, over 1,000 yards passing so far. They go back to Bingman, run inside, great move, and another first down for the Panthers as Bingman made a nice gain on that play.
On both sides of the ball.
Another first down, Peters to throw it. Lost it down the field for his big tight end, and is going to be off the field of play. He made the catch. That was Trayvon. This is on the year versus one interception. Goes back to the running game. Bingman again, a big hole, and Bingman's going to take it down to the 21-yard line. Chase. Peters again fakes the handoff, has a man wide open, completes his pass, and it's going to be down to the 5-yard line, down close to the 10-yard line in the red zone here as they're closing in. They put the big tight end in motion. They go back to Bingman, right behind the tight end, cuts it inside. He's going to push it all the way down to the 6-yard line. So Prairie View and about 6 yards for a first down. This time he gives it to Bingman again, cuts inside, he's hit hard, and he's going to be brought down close to the 1-yard line. So a little extra effort there by Bingman and some of his, let's call it 2 yards for a touchdown, about a yard for a first down. Turns, gives to Bingman, and Bingman's going to drive, and he's in for the touchdown. Chase Bingman, and that was all individual effort by Bingman to get that one in for the 6-pointer.
I just said he runs.
Offensive player of the week for that performance. So 1st and 10 for the Hornets, and they go to the run. And trying to make it to the outside there is Marcus Harris, but he loses his footing and he's going to be knocked down near the line. The job he's done so far is he puts a man in motion, that is Harrell, and he comes back. This time he's going to keep it. Body has some room, picks up a block downfield. Andrew Body's out of bounds after a gain of about 15 yards and a first down.
For a pass.
Well, he was out there directing traffic once he got on the outside. So 1st and 10. Hornets go back to the run inside, and they're going to pick up a couple of yards at the most right there. So
that Panther defensive line was kind of collapsing. We'll see if he keeps it next time.
So 2nd and about 7. They go back to the run. Hostclaw with a big hole, and he has a first down. So he did a great job of finding that daylight and Roves to watch them practice. 2nd down now. Body to throw it. Looking downfield. Tucks it. Caught. And Body's going to be dropped. Traver Randall. And he takes the football away. What an incredible play of the ball. So the Panthers take over at the 47-yard line, make it the 48-yard line. Peters turns and gives it to Lamaje McDowell, and McDowell banging his way for about 3 yards. It was a tough 3 yards, but to his right, he has Lamaje McDowell in the backfield, fakes it to McDowell, throws underneath to his big tight end. Great job hurdling the would-be tackler is number 8, Trayvon Jones. So 1st and 10. Peters again throws behind the line. That might be a live ball. Let's see. No, it goes down as an incomplete pass. He threw that back to Jones. 2nd and 10 to go now. They go back inside to McDowell. McDowell tried to bounce it outside, and the Hornets were waiting for him right there. It looked like he may have had some space inside, but he tried to bounce it. Midfield. Peters puts a man in motion. This time Peters is going to keep it, has some room inside, and he stumbled, or he may have picked up that first down. He was barely tripped up as he broke. Peters may have gotten it, but he was just barely tripped up. So this is a big play in the game. Peters on 4th down, under pressure, lost it high, has his man caught at the 20-yard line. Rodney Ojo pulled it in, and you're right, Peters very calm under the pressure there, knew what he had, puts his running back in motion, looking down the sideline, has Ojo, and it's a touchdown for the Panthers. Rodney Ojo with the catch. About the 2 head coaches in just a minute, but 1st and 10 now for Alabama State. Andrew Body to throw it, completes his pass. It's going to be a short gain on the play to Ajay Harold, who made the catch, but he only picked up about 3 yards. Close
pass can turn into something.
Yeah, Kennedy Parker out there for the Panthers. This time they go to the jet sweep, and a good run there by the Hornets. How about that run? A little space inside, and he turned it into something. Dylan DeJean, been their top running back so far this year. Body to throw it, and it's going to be blocked in the air. Sterling Roberts got his hands on that one, and it was almost. Body in an empty backfield now. Snap, Body with some time. Now he's going to pull it down. Trying to run with the football, has some room on the outside, and he's going to be knocked down hard, shy of the 50, but that should be enough to move the sticks for a 1st down for yards rushing for the season. As Body turns, fakes the handoff, will throw it again, cranks it deep, has a receiver down there, and it's going to be caught, and he's dropped at the 6-yard line. Jalen Jones, who may be their best athlete at receiver, came down with a remarkable,
let's just call it, on that catch.
This time Body on the keeper, sprinting for the flag, he dives, and it's a touchdown. Let's see what they're going to mark. They're late with the signal. He dove into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So Andrew Body, after the long pass, and here we go again with 2:47 to go here in the quarter. Cam Peters still at quarterback, and he goes back inside to the run, and a big play right there by the Hornets. So 2nd and 9 now for the Panthers. They give it back to Bingman, and Bingman's going to pick up a couple of yards this time. He's going to set up a 3rd and a manageable situation for the Panthers. Now has 4 receivers out there. He has an empty backfield. He's looking to keep the football, runs it himself, spins inside, dives over the 50, and that's going to bring up 4th down. He is very tough to stop. Bingman again quickly. This time, the Hornets are waiting for him, and he's not going to pick up more than 2 yards on that play.
Yeah, they snapped that ball with 31 seconds left on the play clock.
The backfield now. Fakes it to McDowell. Pass is complete, but not much happening there. He hit Rockwell, but he's going to be tackled immediately. In the 1st quarter, and the Panthers in purple go to McDowell. McDowell with a big cut. Nice cut to the open area. He's going to have another 1st down and about 10 yards as he's finally dropped around the 18-yard line. That's where the ball is marked. 1st and 10 from there. McDowell has a big hole on the outside. Doesn't quite have the speed to make it all the way around the corner, but he's going to pick up 5.
Boy, Ethan John, the tight end for the Panthers.
About that a little bit. Panthers right now in the red zone. They go to the run. Bingman squeezes inside, picks up a couple of yards there. Let's talk a little bit. First of all, you got a very big scholarship from Mackenzie Scott. And $38 million, you can do a lot of things with that, can't you?
Yes, sir. But the one thing about it, though, you get $38 million, and everybody has a way that you can spend it. But when you talk about a life-changing donation like that, to continue to build.
4th and goal for the Panthers. Peters on the keeper. He hurdles one man, and a flag goes down. Peters appeared to pick up the 1st down ball, and this time they're setting it up again. They send 4 wideouts to the left of Cam Peters. Peters from the empty backfield. Fires for the end zone, back shoulder, and it's high, and it's an incomplete pass. And we were talking about all the different ways that you guys can use that money.
Apartments on campus, so all things are going well. It's a great time to be a Hornet, and we're just excited about all things that are happening at Alabama State University.
Excuse me, sir. The Hornets come up with a huge defensive play. Peters on the...
And we're just excited what he's been doing with these young scholars, all of our scholar athletes. And so as we see, we continue to build, and that's what's happening.
Peters Peters fires into the end zone. It's a touchdown.
$1 million that went on the board, but all we needed was $87 million to construct 2 new apartment complexes that will house over 500 students at Alabama State University, which definitely will increase our time there.
As we see a big return coming up, that is Nemo Hickson. Breaks a tackle over the 40, down the sideline, and Hickson with a huge return for Alabama State. Nehemiah Hickson, boy.
Those are the type of innovative things that Dr. McClellan brings to the SWAC, and we all work together as presidents who are on that. I chair the SWAC council, and all of the presidents work together.
Alabama State.
Yeah, go Hornets.
So Hornets with the football right now. Andrew Body's looking to throw it. Now he's in trouble. Body scrambles away, reverses his field. Body still on his feet, trying to make something happen. Throws, and it's going to be an incomplete pass as it goes out of bounds. That was Dr. Quentin T. Ross Jr. He's the president at Alabama State University. We'd like to thank him for dropping him. Alabama State in the white jerseys. Body looking to throw for it. On the crossing route, has his man, and he's not going to get there. He was trying to get to the sticks. That's a Jai Harrell, but he's going to be thrown. Fourth down now for Alabama State, and they snap it to Harrell. They tried the little version of the tush push right there as Harrell stopped underneath and took the snap, and he did get the first down. After his time spent with the Oilers. First and goal to go now. Handoff, and it's going to walk in. Wide open play, give to the big back Marcus Harris, and Harris takes it in for a touchdown. That's his 8th touchdown on. He says rev up the offense a little bit. As Prairie View has the football, 1st and 10 from the 25. They go back to the run, which they've had a lot of success with today, but this time only a couple of yards inside.
Yeah, and the Hornets have certainly brought more people in the box. They've got.
That was Chase Bingman on the carry, and this time they'll throw it. Pass is complete to Dennis, and he's pulled out of bounds after a short gain, so it's going to bring up a 3rd.
Hornets have no one deep.
They come with the blitz, and they got there, put just enough pressure on Peters to where he had to make a quick throw. Bingman didn't really have much of a chance. 4 in favor of Prairie View, and Alabama State with the ball in a hole for Holzclaw. He's down the sideline. It's a foot race now. Can they catch him? And he's going to be escorted out of bounds, but a big play by Holzclaw.
Boy, he just
on the move. 2nd and 10 for Andrew Body and company. Body keeps it. He does a great job faking, completed the pass, and the receiver will take it all the way down inside the 5-yard line. That's Derek Hart. Play here and see whether or not Andrew Body can get this in the end zone and tie the ball game at 21. Puts Harrell in motion. Comes back, gives inside, and it's going to be taken down to about the 4-yard line on the run. So the Hornets have stayed patient.
I'm sure they're happy for him individually, but as a team, they wish they had him around for sure.
2nd and goal to go now for the Hornets. Body on the keeper. Nice cut inside, and Body extends the football, and it's a touchdown. Andrew Body, what a great run. Did a good job finding the hole, and then. So Cam Peters, they had a 14-0 lead at one point, and now they go back to the run game. That is Chase Bingman. And Bingman is going to pick up a short 2nd down now, minus the 5-yard penalty. Call it 2nd and 15. Peters with some time, cranks it deep. He goes too deep, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted by DeAndre Morris. And Morris on the return, still on his feet, trying to make it happen, and he's knocked down at about the 39-yard line. So the first turnover at the big interception. So the Hornets right back with an opportunity to take the lead. And we have another quarterback in the game. It would be number 8. That is Tayshawn Smoot, who's in at quarterback in the rain. Tayshawn Smoot. And he hands it inside. No, he keeps it. Nice fake.
Right. Y'all gonna hurt yourselves.
On the read, pulls it out. It's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play. A 21-21 ball game. 3rd and 6. Fires a pass low, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. kind of low and maybe a little too hard under the conditions right there. Was trying to hit Jalen Jones. As Jorge said, it was 14-0 Prairie View, but Alabama State has come storming back. Peters trying to keep the football, gets around the outside. He's going to pick up about 4 yards before he is written out of bounds over there on the far sideline. Gain of 3 on the play, so 2nd and 7. This time he throws to the outside, and an excellent defensive play over there by the Hornet. So Cam Peters will have 2 receivers to his left, 1 on the right side. Peters is going to keep it. He has some room, and Peters is going to turn it, and now it's a foot race. Peters hurdles one guy. That is the 3rd hurdle we've seen in this ball game today, as that takes us to the 2-minute. So 1st and 15 for Prairie View A&M in the purple jerseys. Peters looked one way, but now he pulls it down. He's going to keep it, and Peters has been really effective running the football in this game.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, you know, he's known to be a better passer, effective and smart with the way he runs the ball.
Peters this time bobbled the snap, managed to make the handoff. Boy, that could have been disaster for the Panthers, but he got a hold of it, and he on 3rd down. Public address announcer let us all know, our good buddy Rick. And you see Prairie View trying to get set here. They go back to the fake the zone read. Peters on the keeper, and Peters is going to have the 1st down. That was quite a play by Christopher Buckner, the offensive coordinator. Sims came up in a hurry, but he took the blunt of that hit. Peters to throw it. Fires near the sideline, completes his pass. That'll be a gain of about 4 yards on the play to a tight end right there. Trayvon Jones on the catch. They put Ojo in motion to the right. Peters looking to throw again. Here comes the blitz. Has a man all by himself. Wow, that was Jacoby Banks, and the throw was a little high. Sticks. And the clock will start to tick once the ball is set. And we're down to 19 seconds to go here in the 1st half. So the Panthers doing an excellent job on this drive.
Man, Rockwell is such an efficient receiver. You know, if we can see that play one more time again, it's a simple in route that he's running, but when you watch him plant his foot and turn in clean, because Rockwell positions himself, watch him, he positions himself really well right there, just a good target, puts it right in the basket.
7, which Prairie View certainly would have put some points on the board, but that one was intercepted. It looks like it's number 19, Mangle, who made the interception over there. Excuse me, that is number 18 for the Hornets.
Denzel Johnson.
Johnson coming up with the catch.
And again, what did it was the pressure on Peters. He couldn't put enough oomph on the ball. And then Johnson does a great job of tipping it to himself, staying with it, and getting the ball.
Johnson, the linebacker, who got a really deep drop on that one.
Yeah.
And like you said, got a big hand up there to swat it, and then swatted it to
Done a really good.
That 1st half.
these.
Whack. Straight. So
Like 10.
So this time, it's been a tough 5-yard line, and they're going to go with the running game, and they're going to pick up 5 on 1st down as Holzclaw, Jamar and 10 for Alabama State. And they go back to the running game, gets away. Nice play by Holzclaw, showing that he can be dangerous. And, you know, that's something, you know, we had an opportunity to talk to.
We know it's a run, but I'm surprised the Panthers have not flooded the box at this point.
Smoot for the end zone, and almost a nice one-handed catch. Threw that one into the end zone, a beautifully lofted pass. He was trying to hit Asa Gregg. Jersey held on, and it's a no call on the play. So a big break right there for the Panthers from Prairie View. And they go back to the running game. It's Harris, Marcus Harris, straight ahead, picking up some yardage inside. He's their big back. And you can see Tayshawn Smoot. It's an obvious passing opportunity for him. We'll see how he does with it. The blitz is coming, and he throws it behind the receiver. He had him open. Asa Gregg on the slant, had a step, and he threw the foot. 37-yard field goal attempt. And the kick is up, and it is good. Andrew Abu Akel, AAA, is right on the money for that one, and it is good. And Alabama State takes the lead. Cam Peters, 10 of 17 today, 79 yards. And he gives to Bingman, who bounces it. And Bingman has been a tough man to stop today.
Sorry.
Boy, Bingman.
He's a dynamic player, makes great cuts. And here he is again inside. He does a good job of running in space.
It creates a space, right? I mean, there was not a lot right there.
To put the Hornets in great field position. So Smoot turns and he gives inside, and it's going to be another nice rushing play for the Hornets as the whistles blow.
As well for the Panthers.
2nd and 5. And this time Smoot on the keeper dumps it off to his tight end, and that's going to be a first down as Derek Hart spinning, and let's see, yes, it is a first down for the Hornet every play. Andrew Body has an option to run or pass on every play. So this time, a pass, and it throws it into a crowd, and it's incomplete. It was trying to hit Dejette inside, Dylan Dejette, and it's going to be an incomplete.
This defense needs to step up and do that for the Panthers.
2nd and 10 with the football at the 15, and they go to the run. Holzclaw with a big hole, and he's going to pick up a quick 5 yards on the play. So that running attack from played outstanding football this year, and right now they're relying on him. 3rd down. Smoot fires, has a man wide open, makes the catch, and is knocked out of bounds. But he's going to have the first down for Alabama State as the Hornets will have up behind center this time. Turns and he gives to Harris, and he walks in for the touchdown. Marcus Harris II, the 235-pounder from Jackson, Mississippi, scores his 9th touchdown of the year.
What adjustments do they make? Do they go back to the run? Do they feed him full of Bingman? How are they going to handle it? And you can't turn the ball over.
1st and 10 for Cam Peters in the offense, and they go to Bingman, who has some room inside. Bingman has 11 yards and a first coming at you, man. It's tough to try to tackle that young man. This time Peters looking to throw, had pressure on his way, completes his pass to Rockwell. Josiah Rockwell is going to make
by the Hornets.
So 2nd and 2, and that's Bingman. And this time he's stacked up by the Hornets. Not much going there. Let's see where the ball until Alabama State can make the substitutions. Ball is snapped. Lamaje McDowell, and McDowell is going to have the first down. So the Panthers will move the sticks again.
Yeah, McDowell certainly that.
When they snap the football. So on 1st down, Peters gives it to Lamaje McDowell, trying to find a hole. Helmet flies out, and McDowell finally is taken down after a gain of about 2. Prairie View came into this game averaging 108. 2nd and 25, and Peters rolls to his right, under pressure. Fires, and he just threw that one away. He was under a lot of heat that time.
He sure was. I mean, he was getting hit upside the head.
Or as our producer said, 3rd and to Hempstead. So an empty backfield, and Peters under pressure. Peters falling down, throws it up, and he just threw it straight up in the air. That might be a flag. That's going to be illegal grounding of the football there, because he was definitely not out of the box. Perfect snap. Atwell gets the kick away, and it's a wobbly kick, and it goes straight out of bounds, and that was not one of his better efforts on that kick.
No, it wasn't, but the good news was it was decent.
Comes back to a handoff to a big hole for Jamari Holzclaw on the carry. Really big holes. And that's going to be an incomplete pass on 2nd down. And that was a dangerous pass. That may have been the worst play. Now as Jones goes in motion, that means 3 wide receivers are to the right. Smoot hands it inside, and that's going to be Holzclaw again, and he's going to be short of the first down.
Always good.
Harrison Tuck on to kick the football away. This time he hits one really nice. Fair catch is called for and made by Dennis, and so Prairie View will get the ball on offense with an opportunity to go. Not much going on.
His return, heading back to the field, he's over here trying to warm up and get himself together, but it's still questionable if he will return.
That is Patrick Smith. Thank you very much, Shakira. That is Patrick Smith, the defensive end, who would
every time.
So 2nd and 10 now for the Panthers. Peters taking some time, has a man open. It's Rockwell, and there's he makes a big catch. for unofficially 19-yard. So a big first down for the Panthers, and they fake it to Bingman this time. Peters wanted to go deep, got hit in the helmet with one hand and sacked with one hand by Cameron Gordon. Talk about strength for second down. Peters now with 3 receivers to his left, 2 to the right. Throws underneath, and it's caught. The big tight end, Ethan John, brings it in. He gets over the 40, and they get...
I think Peters will tell you, he caught me, off foot. That's why I fell, so.
3rd and 11 now. Cam Peters under pressure again. This time he comes out of the pocket. It's a sprint to the sidelines, and he dives, and he said he's out of bounds. Dives to the 49-yard line. That's going to be a cut for a first down. Ojo goes in motion. Fakes it to Ojo. He keeps it, not going to get there. Well, maybe he does. Second effort by Peters. Maybe he did. Cam Peters on the spin. And they're moving down to 135 here in the 3rd. Peters looking to throw it again. A lot of time. And he fires underneath. It's going to be incomplete. A big defensive play there by Lucius. Corey Lucius, the young 2 receivers to his left, 2 to the right. And he will throw it again. Has some pressure. Wants his receiver to go deep. No. Fires it down there, and it's going to be intercepted.
No, that was a terrible
intercepted
idea.
By number 1. That is DeAndre Morris with his second quarterback for Alabama State. Came on to replace the injured Andrew Body, and he goes to the run. What a nice move there by Harris. Harris is the big guy, but that was some quick feet right there. Marcus Harris on the carry, and he got him from out of the shadow of him. Needs. He's 6'7", 354 pounds, but he's got a lot of quickness to go with that strength and speed. And this is a lot of room again. They go back inside to number 23, Jabari. So 1st and 10 for the Hornets. They go back to the run. Around the outside, that time was Kirkendall. Jabari Kirkendall. That's a nice gain on first down.
Got to keep your hands in.
So they go back to the running game again, and this time the Panthers respond quickly.
And the Hornets, The
Hornets now on second down goes to Holzclaw, and he's going to be caught right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and that offensive line for Alabama State has definitely lived up to their billing in this City Classic. So a big 3rd and 10 coming up now.
He's giving them some jungle love, huh?
And it's completed. Pass to DeJette. And he's going to have a first down. He picks it up and will not return. So 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Back to the run. And again, the Panthers coming up there quickly to make a good stop.
And again,
the sideline, he's over 110 yards rushing in the game. So he's having a big day. This time, Smoot will pass it. And he has a man who's open. And a big hit there by the Panthers. That is Zachary on the tackle. What a football. And I'm not saying it's with ease, but they're moving the football without Andrew Bonney. And another big hole. And he's just running over people. That's Kirkendall getting some carries now. And it's another first down, which is a big thing in this ball game right now. They lead by 10. Go back to the running game again, and this time the Panthers were able to upend Kirkendall before he could get going. He picked up about 3 inside. I've started on the 3, and now they're out on near the 45-yard line. Smoot will keep this time, and he dives forward, does a good job of protecting the football. He saw there wasn't going to be much there, and he just got down.
Yeah,
coming up right now to give you an idea of how long this possession has been. He goes back to the run. And again, it's Holzclaw who's going to be about a yard shy of a first down, make it a yard and a half shy of the first down. And they go to the running game, and it's going to be a short gain for Chase Bingman.
Number 20, Chase Bingman, the ball carrier.
He disappears, and now we have a false start there.
Maybe the left side of the line had one count, and the right side had another.
So Peters looking to throw, has Dennis, and Dennis has some room. Dennis is going to be brought down near midfield, but Andre Dennis, the 6'1", 100.
You can find gaps.
Bingman to Peters' right, and he's going to throw it back, a little flea flicker. Peters under trouble, threw it flat-footed, and it's going to be incomplete, but There was a receiver knocked down on the play, so it looks like it's. They'll just redo it. So Cam Peters will redo first down. Puts Bingman in motion. Peters fires and way behind his intended receiver that time. So there's a little miscommunication going on there with Dennis. Down, and let's call it 9. Peters was going to keep it this time. Has some room right up the middle. Peters has the first down and more. He's going to pick up 15 yards unofficially on the.
But I can run it as well.
Peters again on the keeper. Fakes the jet sweep around and keeps it himself. And he's going to pick up close to 7 yards. Prairie View A&M. Second down now. Peters going to go for the end zone. Has a man out there. Up, and it is touchdown for the Panthers. Nice job. He got that one in there. He hit Ojo. He said, I can't get to any of my favorite restaurants. We're not here long enough. So Holzclaw on the carry, and he dives forward.
Yeah, he said it's all business. I mean, he enjoys coming in here. He said they do their
4 on first down. Alabama State's done a great job running the ball here in the second half. And they go back to Holzclaw again, and he's going to be that quarterback and has done a fine job for Alabama State. And they go to the running game, and just a great effort, but he's not going to get to the sticks. Just a fine job there by Holzclaw trying to get that first down. He was hit in the back from their own 20-yard line. Cam Peters will start it with a pass, and he just overthrew his man. He was trying to get it over to Rodney Ojo. Because you saw he was right near the play when it happened. So they go to the running game. Nice move by Lamaje McDowell. Did you see that little stutter step there? Opened up the whole thing for him. It's in the game. Peters, now he's going to pull it down. Peters has some room. And Peters is going to get the first down and a lot more. And he's finally thrown out of bounds. And that could have almost been a late.
I'm about to say, that's still a flag.
Counting to go in the ball game. And he fakes it to Bingman and fires a strike to Rockwell, and it's caught.
Man, Rockwell, I'm telling you, he is.
In 39 seconds, we got 2 to go in the ball game. Hands it to Bingman. Bingman, following his blocking, does a great job, and he's going to pick up 8, maybe 9 yards. It's like a convoy coming around the left side. Peters making sure he's on the same page with his offensive line. Gives to Bingman again. And you saw that little hesitation from Chase to pick out his hole before he hit the hole. And that's going to be a first down for Prairie View A&M. And the big thing about that is it stops the clock. First and 10 now for the Panthers. Peters fires underneath, and it's through Ethan John's hands near the sideline. He's kind of shaking his hands. That ball was hot. Cam Peters with Bingman in the backfield. Gives to Ojo, and Ojo's going to be dragged down for a loss. A big play by the deep. 3rd and 16 now for the Panthers. Hornets fake the blitz. Peters is going to take off. They're waiting for him, and he throws the football away. 1 second to go. He trails by 3 points, and he's going to attempt a 53-yard field goal. And the kick is on the way, and it's no good as it hooks left.
Nope.
It was hard to see. He might have had enough distance. It was low, but it looked like he may have had enough distance. Second half, and they come out here and they played a whale of a game behind Tayshawn Smoot, the back.
Hell of a game, man. But just too much mistakes in the second half costing this game. But listen, they had a chance. But now we got to figure out what Alabama State is going to do without Andrew Body, how long he going to be out for. Because when they said that he came from the tent, he was in street clothes, and his arm is in a sling. He's in a sling, so we don't know. He could be out the rest of the season, a few weeks. Who knows, man? But shout out to Alabama State coming out with the dub, though.